guys, it's John with the Trench Guys. We're here in a crawl space that we just finished up. I just wanted to bring you over to our sump pump, show you how we install it and why we install it. So the main reason we install a sump pump in an encapsulated crawl space is to manage any groundwater seepage during heavy rains. It also acts as a good discharge point for our dehumidifiers. As far as the install goes, the first thing that we're going to want to do is find the lowest point in the crawl space and install our sump pump basin. I want to make sure we use a nice deep basin. This one here is about 2 feet deep. It's got pre-drilled holes all the way around it that allow the groundwater to come in and the sump pump to pump it out. It also has a sealed lid here with a gasket and a gasket on all the holes on the top. That's going to prevent any smells from coming up into the crawl space or coming up into the living space. So then from there we have our sump pump stand. That raises the pump up about 2 inches and it just keeps it from sucking up any sand or sediment, potentially clogging up the pump or ending its life prematurely. From there we've got our discharge line that's coming up. You'll notice we've got a small hole drilled in the discharge line. That actually prevents the pump from getting airlocked, which will cause it not to cycle and could cause your crawl space to flood. So we want to make sure that we have that pre-drill hole in there. Coming up from there we have our check valve. That's a one-way valve that's going to allow water to come up and out, but then it'll shut and it won't allow any water to come back in. That way we're not constantly recycling water, burning the pump up, and potentially ending its life prematurely. So then coming up from that check valve, we've actually got our threaded union. See if you can see that here. Right there, that threaded union, which would mate with this. And what that does, as you can see, is it allows me to break the sump pump free so I can pull it out. I can maintenance my sump pump pit, get all that dirt out once a year, clean the pump off, make sure it's still working properly, and then put it back in without having to make any cuts to my discharge line. It's nice and easy. You just break that union free and pull it out. Also, we've got our Wi-Fi water watch alarm. So if you see up in our floor joist here, it's mounted there. The sensor's here on the bottom. That'll sit on top of the lid when it's closed. And what that does, if the sump pump's ever not working or there's a plumbing leak or something like that and water rises above that pump and hits that sensor, it's going to go off. It's not going to do any loud ringing or anything like that. This is actually connected to an app on your cell phone. So if you ever get a water leak, it would notify you via app. You can give us a call, come out, see what's going on, get it fixed up, and get you back on track. So that's how we install our sump pumps. If you have any questions about sump pumps or you need one, click on the link below. Me and my team will be happy to help.